So to start out, you're going to need a strip of paper that is 4 centimeters by 21 centimeters. I've already cut this one. I'll just show you the measurements here with my handy dandy AADL measuring tape that I got from the summer game. So that was 4 centimeters on the end and 21 centimeters on this long side. And then I'm going to use my measuring tape again, or you could use a ruler. I didn't have one, to mark thirds. So I'm going to put a little mark at 7 centimeters and a little mark at 21 centimeters so that we can fold the piece in thirds. I want to draw a line across your strip where we made those little marks. You can use a ruler, or I'm just using the straight edge of another strip of paper. So we're going to fold it here, so it might be helpful to have the marks so that you can fold it. And then we're going to fold the paper in thirds. So just fold it along those lines you made until we have it in 3 pieces. And then once we have it folded like this with these nice creases, we're going to go ahead and make some cuts on the creases. We're not going to cut all the way through. So on each crease, you're going to cut about 1/3 of the way in on both sides. So you can see here how much I've cut. I'll do that on the other side here. And then we'll repeat the process. And then once we have both those cuts made, we're going to have to cut down along one of our long thirds, right down the middle. So if it helps you to make a mark here, we remember this is 4 centimeters, so I can make a little mark at 2 centimeters, and that will tell me where the middle of this piece is, just so I'm making each one of my helicopter flaps even. So that's what this piece will turn out to be. So then I'm going to cut down there, but not all the way. So again, I'll leave about the size of one of these strips that I'm cutting at the bottom where I cut. So you can see that I've left that much. I haven't gone all the way through. We're going to fold up the bottom part of the helicopter. So the top part that we just cut is going to be the helicopter blades. And then we're going to fold the bottom third up to the middle third. And then you're going to fold this in thirds lengthwise. So just fold along where we made those initial cuts. So you're sort of folding it to the center on one side. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you just have one long thin strip coming down from the bottom of the blades. And that's the bottom part of the helicopter that's going to weight it and pull it down when we are flying it in the air. So in order to help weight it down, you can put a paper clip on the bottom. You can just put it like this if you want, so it gives it some weight. Or you can also go ahead and fold the bottom up. So I'll show you what that looks like. You can fold the bottom and then just put the paper clip on your folded piece like that. That just sort of gives it a little bit of extra heft on the bottom part of the helicopter so that it's pulling it down when you toss it. You can also, if you want to, tape that part down, so you could just put the paper clip on like this, or you can go ahead and if you have some decorative tape like I have here, you could tape that down, or you could just use Scotch tape or masking tape or anything that you have. The tape is not important. The paper clip will hold it, But if you feel like decorating your helicopter at all, this is kind of a fun and easy way to do it. So you can put the paperclip back on top of the tape like that. If you want to give it a little special flair, that's a good way to do it. And now we are going to fold the blades down. So you'll fold one up like this when you have it lying on the table. And then you're going to fold the other one the other way, like that. Just crease them at the top so that they stay flat when you unfold them, like that. You can decorate it a little bit more if you'd like, and then we're going to toss it in the air and watch it fly. Second helicopter, you'll need 3 sheets of paper, well, 3 strips of paper that you can cut off the bottom. I'm just going to cut a thin piece off the bottom of 3 different colors here. And it helps if you have different colors when you're folding it. It might just be easier to see the first time you do it. So I'll just cut one and then use that one to measure my other strips that I cut. There's no precise measurement that they need to be. Just want to make them all the same, sort of long and thin. Helps you too, you can use the straight edge of a piece of paper or a ruler just to draw a guide to cut instead of doing it freehand like I did. So we're going to fold each one of these strips in half, right down the middle. To put the helicopter together, basically we're going to sort of weave these 3 folded pieces together. So I'll start with the green, completely folded, and then I'm going to put the red around it. So the green is lying in the crease there with a little bit of the top of it sticking out. And then the third piece, the yellow one, I'm going to put going the other direction from the green. So not that way, but stick it up this way, but also keeping a little bit of the top. And then we're going to sort of maneuver them. So I'm going to slide the green one up while I'm holding all 3 together, and then I'm going to slide the tip of the yellow one into the green one so that they are sort of woven together here like this. And then you just have to sort of pull on each piece and slide the folded part down. It takes a little bit of work to get it. Basically, you're trying to make sort of a folded basket at the bottom where they're all together with the long parts sticking out. Those will be the blades of the helicopter. So once you sort of work them down that way, you can give them a little crease so they're folded in there like I'm doing. And then that should hold together just like that without glue or tape or anything. And that is your other helicopter. So we'll see how this one flies.